All right, this is Nelson Abbott coming to you from Abbott Law Firm. We help people that have been involved in automobile accidents. So what I wanted to do this week was visit an insurance agent and just talk about insurance for a minute. So I've come over to the offices of Dan Thorstensen. He's here in Orem, Utah, not too far from my office. Where we're looking right now that's Costco in Orem. So he's kind of kitty corner across that intersection at 8th East and 8th South. So let's walk in and meet with Dan.
Nelson!
Hello, Dan. How you doing?
Doing great. Come on in.
Good. Thank you for having me in your office today.
You bet.
All right, I'm going to kind of come over and sit over here so we can both be on this screen.
Fantastic.
So, Dan was recently voted best insurance agent in Utah County. So tell us, Dan, what makes you the best insurance agent in Utah County?
Well, Nelson, it's a really great honor to be that. I was pretty surprised by it, actually, as we work really hard to service our customer and make sure that they have the best experience here. But I think what makes us the best is that we have a good product. We have a great product, actually. And what we do is we make sure that our customers are covered so that when claim time comes, that there's no surprises. We don't overinsure them and we don't underinsure them. We properly insure them. And you know how it is as a personal injury attorney, Nelson, that when a claim comes, you got to make sure that they're covered right. You have many experiences where people aren't?
Yeah, actually, I just had an experience. Oops, I shouldn't have put my hand over the camera there. But I just had an experience where a woman came up here to go to college. And what she did was she was from California, so she had a California policy, and she kept that California policy. Unfortunately, after a couple of years of college here, she got in a wreck up here in Utah. And under Utah policies, we have PIP coverage. And PIP covers 100% of medical bills up to the policy limits, which are by state law a minimum of $3,000, but it could go higher. It could go $10,000. There's even some people that have $100,000 in policy limits on PIP. And it's a really nice benefit because you don't have to use health insurance or pay out of pocket for medical care after an auto accident. Unfortunately, she had not changed to a Utah policy. She was still under her California policy. So it has been a struggle to try and get her the right care up here in Utah because she doesn't have Utah insurance. So I think it's important for people to have the right coverage in order to get the right care.
So one of the things we do, Nelson, is we make sure that we educate and protect our families. We make sure that we meet with them as often as they want to be met with, and we make sure that they have an opportunity to see the options and make the decision that they want to make, not what we want to push onto them. We make sure that there's no pressure and that they have an opportunity to really be protected the proper way, because insurance policies aren't just insurance policies, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah, thank you. And I do have a question for you about that. So if somebody wanted to get a consultation and find out how to get the appropriate insurance for them, how does that work? They sit down face to face, do you do that over the phone, and how long does it take?
We can do it either way. It takes as long as probably about 20 minutes. We can sit down with them, collect their information, gather everything we need, run quotes, and really understand them. If it's a simple college student, it's really quick. If it's somebody that has a family, it takes a little bit longer because families change and every household's unique, and we need to make sure that they are taken care of properly. Worst thing that we want to have happen is when a claim happens that they're not covered properly, because really it is important to make sure that they understand that what their policies do for them and don't do for them. And one of the things we do is we focus on education and protection and really making sure that they grow their assets, not lose them, because they can do that really quickly and if they don't cover themselves properly.
All right. Well, thanks, Dan. Thanks for meeting with us today. And I'll look forward to talking to you guys on Facebook next week.